on YouTube. One track, Dirty Stick, released 4 years ago with 4.5 million views.
We do 2 for 1, we'll smoke, come get some. High speed, I had lost the Glock, but got another one.
A year ago, before he got arrested.
I know that song. I heard that joint a couple of times, yo. That's crazy. This nigga tweaking.
For a murder that we'll later elaborate on, he did a No Jumper interview. And he talked about where he from, where his hood at, and his allies. Being close connected to 051, who we all know from the last story, is allegedly enemies to THF.
Hell yeah, man, I kind of like fell back from this shit. I was really I was just on the run for 8 years and you know, so I got fell back from that shit. I kind of gave it.
Imagine being on the run for 8 years. Woohoo!
Like a break, you know.
That bitch trying my bed. I ain't trying to do that cause these bitch be whack. I just fucking out the Ukraine. Bitch come through, she gon' throw shit back. Let me talk about brother got the bag. When now he ain't even have pipe. Niggas bouncing ain't kill no sight. I heard that brother ain't definitely pipe.
Man, THF Bayzoo was killed, and then hours later, this female rapper was killed with her kid. That's crazy. Tap in.
Alright. And what does 757 mean for everybody who don't know?
I don't know. Just
I see the flex guy.
They know I'm the man and I don't stun at her. This a dirty stick. They say how it's dirty out here to all with it.
Gotta really chase his ass. That's my mama's son, the battle one. He's sweet, we bake his ass. Gangsters only, Lil' bro line.
Leaders are calling for peace after 7 people are shot and 1 person killed in Chicago's Bronzville neighborhood. The multiple shooting happened last night at 37th Place in Michigan.
Hey, chat. In my last video, I told y'all they was gonna get back for Bayzoo because his name is too big for that. You think they was gonna let that slide? You're out of your mind. 7 people shot, 1 killed? Woohoo!
Just blocks from Chicago Police headquarters.
A man is now in custody nearly 7 years after a deadly shooting at a barbecue in Chicago's Bronzville neighborhood. Police arrested Antonio Dickerson at his home in South Suburban Alsip this week. He's charged with murder, 6 counts of attempted first-degree murder, and 6 counts of aggravated battery. Police say Dickerson was a part of the fatal shooting of a 28-year-old man back in August of 2017. 6 others were wounded in the shooting at 37th and Michigan. Police have not revealed a motive.
The biggest, the largest, whatever the fuck I call it, man. And these hoes can't see me, they really wanna be me. And these hoes don't wanna fight me, they really wanna be just like me. For real, for real. The biggest.
Fam, nowadays, especially in Chicago, it's easy to find out who connected to a body drop before authorities even speak on it. That's the reality of this drill culture. It's been going on for damn near a decade now. The moment somebody lose their life, the internet turn into an investigation room. People start naming names, dropping locations, and pointing fingers. Sometimes it's facts, and sometimes it's pure speculation. But then you got situations like the one we covering today, when somebody lose their life in broad daylight less than 24 hours later. After digging, you realize it might be connected to something deeper. And fam, y'all know this the family TV. We're not here to push what ifs. We're here to present the facts, pay respects, and to keep our community updated. And for those who don't know, yesterday we covered a Chicago rapper who was ambushed in the middle of the day, gunned down in a car auto parts parking lot. And for those who need to catch up before watching this story, the link is in the bio. We broke down who he was, his ties to Lord Durk, and other Chicago figures, even his stepson demise. A loss that some say sparked a long war between his hood and 051. But fam, what if I told you, not even a 4 day later, another life was taken. This time a young woman, an inspiring rapper, gunned down in front of her own child while driving. Thank God, the child survived. But the deeper you look, the darker it.
Like, bro, what do you expect? You hear how she rap and stuff. She seemed like an aggressive woman that be dissing and all that. This is what comes with the streets. You want to be a female in the streets, you go get dead like everybody else.
Yes, because her baby father, well, he allegedly another Chicago rapper who was just arrested for a murder that happened 7 years ago. A case where he got arrested back then, but he was released. And for those wondering, it wasn't
for a murder that happened 7 years ago. Oh, I'd have been sick. Y'all should have been locked me up a long time ago. Y'all let me live my life, have fun, do what I gotta do. Now y'all want to lock me up 7 years later? What a coincidence.
Double jeopardy, because he didn't go to trial. But after doing my research, let's just say, his hood, according to public records, which you'll later check out as well, show was closely tied to 051. What makes you wonder, do 2 + 2 = 4? Was she a casualty of the war? Not to mention, I'll say this out the gate, there's also been rumors about her involvement with THF Bayzoo, which we're also presenting this story. You guys can let me know if the connection is there. But now, the internet buzzing, and people claiming she gave up zoo location. Retaliation talk everywhere. It's the same never-ending cycle, fam. One body drop leading to another and another.
That's what, bro, like, how else did they find THF Zoo? Honestly, how else did they find this man other than somebody dropping a low? So, you want to drop low, thinking everything's sweet? Why do females be doing this, bro? Backdooring niggas and thinking they gonna be okay. Yeah, alright.
So a whole neighborhood gets caught up in revenge. Today we go over this story, pay our respects to the victim, break down the connections, who she was, her ties to the streets, and where things stand today. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Almost 48 hours ago from me doing this video, reports started surfacing that Chicago rapper THF Bayzoo was ambushed and killed broad daylight. Who and why still hasn't been presented to the public. But while family and friends was posting THF Bayzoo, breaking down clips frame by frame, another tragedy unfolded less than a day later. Another inspiring rapper, a young woman who we'll later identify, who witnesses say was killed in gruesome fashion, driving her vehicle with a child in the car. They say her son survived, but she didn't. I later saw on Facebook on a post that someone quoted, someone's daughter just got shot up. Check on your people. At first it seemed like just another senseless Chicago shooting. But when I started doing my research, I found out the story was layered. Turns out the woman who lost her life was connected to a man a lot of people in the city know. 757 Bob, real name Antonio Dickerson. Now we got a criminal past and recently got arrested last year for a murder 7 years ago. But before we disclose that, let's talk about who he is and where his neighborhood is and what his name stands for. He got millions of views on YouTube. One track, Dirty Stick, released 4 years ago with 4.5 million views.
We do 2 for 1s, we'll smoke, come get some. High speed, I had lost the Glock, but got another one.
A year ago, before he got arrested.
I know that song. I heard that joint a couple of times, yo. That's crazy. This nigga tweaking.
For a murder that we'll later elaborate on, he did a No Jumper interview. And he talked about where he from, where his hood at, and his allies. Being close connected to 051, who we all know from the last story, is allegedly enemies to THF.
Hell yeah, man, I kind of like fell back from this shit. I just on the run for 8 years and shit, you know, so I got fell back from that shit. I kind of gave it.
Imagine being on a run for 8 years. Woohoo!
Like a break, you know, how to focus on myself and know how to run. Cause I just ran for 8 years.
What was you was running from? Like, what was the charge?
Pipe K.
It was in Chicago?
Yeah.
So this nigga running for 8 years for a gun case? Nigga, you should have took that. You should have took your little gun case. Now, you made it worse than what it is. 8 years, boy. You mess around slap you with a 20 ball for that.
So now it makes sense. Cause like early on, when we was out there just chopping it up, I was just saying, you was like one of the first I seen really just going out of town. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you been in Cali, like, for a minute.
Yeah, I've been around out here for a long time now. I've been out here for a minute. I've been coming out here fucking around.
Why Cali, though? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, it's just, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody wanna go to Cali, man. We, from the rack, yeah, we only see this on TV. Yeah. So, this some everybody wanted to do, like, go see what that's about, though. I just came down here and I fell in love with it. I've been just around down here.
Yeah, you been out here for a minute, yeah. So for everybody who don't know who we got in the building, we got TTB Nez in the building. So what does TTB mean? Like, what's the TTB?
Train to blow.
Train to blow.
What the?
And
Train to blow.
And that's like our rap clip from back in the day. Cause like one thing, you TTB Nez, but I be seeing you with 051 all the time.
Yeah,
so
my
people
brothers on Jumani, RP Fade, that's my twin.
Y'all just gotta do better.
Yeah, so break that down. So like, what's the difference between 051 and TTB? Or is there a difference?
Them 2 different blocks.
Two different
blocks off of 39th Day for 51st, but they're my brothers on Jumani.
Word. And what does 757 mean for everybody who don't know?
It's just the letters of it's the last numbers of the hood, like the streets I grew up on, 37, 27, 35th.
Tight shit.
These niggas lame as hell.
What you and Nez, like, what's the relationship with y'all? Like, how y'all been?
It's my brother. Same thing. I was shorty.
They used the last letters of their block name to make it their name. It's crazy. These niggas be lame as hell, bro. Block, they don't even own nothing on. These niggas be goofy. Y'all be done about nothing.
You know, it's us, then they over here.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? We used to just be walking across the street.
And that's TTB or Young Money?
Nah, that's TTB.
Alright, for sure.
Yeah, they closer to us, though.
Yeah, we closer to them.
They closer to us. They little badass used to be come walking on the block and come walking on my block. Little badass. I just got to with them, you know? And I've been my little brother ass son. He is, though. Long ass time ago.
But a lot of people will know you as the person who was bullying Crip Mac on Instagram Live, right?
Nah, I wouldn't bully him, but he just was too freaky with my little sister.
He was going too crazy on Blazing Dog.
You didn't been about Adam too much.
Yeah, like
I inspired you.
I ain't like that because it was like it was too freaky. Like in Chicago, like they're like, bro, you acting like you on some junior bachelor party type. Like, what the hell you got going on? You licking your lips? I'm like, bro, she only 20. You know that, right?
But shortly after that interview, he was arrested for a murder that took place 7 years prior. In 2017, it was a barbecue. 1 man, 5 women were shot. Police considered it at the time a mass shooting, all intended for 1 target. Police say Antonio Dickerson, who was arrested at the time back then, participated in the shooting on August 8, 2017 in the Oak Block East 37 place. Police said Dickerson among the other group that approached the gathering of people who were barbecuing in front of the Bronzville home. Alfred Mitchell Jr. was the only male that was shot, and he had lost his life after being shot in the head from the back. May he rest in peace. A loving condolences to his family. Now what people don't know is that the intended target didn't even get shot. Allegedly, 600 McAdoo was the intended target.
Leaders are calling for peace after 7 people are shot and 1 person killed in Chicago's Bronzville neighborhood. The multiple shooting happened last night at 37th Place in Michigan, just blocks from Chicago Police headquarters. Eyewitness News reporter Evelyn Holmes live at Inglewood, where a basketball tournament is expected to get underway. Evelyn?
Yes, well, the Battle of the Blocks is set to get underway this afternoon as violence folks try to stop the violence. They're doing what they can to try to come together to keep neighborhoods safe. Now, the 3rd day of this tournament comes just about a few hours after 7 people are shot on another neighborhood on the south side. The relatives of Alfred Mitchell Jr. say they can't believe he's gone after the 28-year-old father becomes one of 7 people shot on Chicago's south side.
He was very friendly, outgoing, you know, he laughed, we spoke about old times and everything. He wasn't a bad person.
The attack happened as Mitchell, whose friends called him AJ, attended a barbecue near 37th Place and Michigan Avenue Tuesday night. Witnesses say it was around 10:30 when 2 gunmen opened fire on the group, killing the victim and leaving 5 women and another man among the wounded. The mass shooting happened 2 blocks.
Yo, they killed 1 dude and hit 5 women? Why do y'all females be outside with these niggas knowing they hot?
To the Chicago Police Department's headquarters and comes after Chicago police reported 74 homicides in the city during the month of July. For the first time, youth peacemakers of Chicago hosted their Community Peace Carnival at St. Sabina Catholic Church in the city's Auburn Gresham neighborhood. Father Michael Flager was in attendance for the event, which hopes to provide a safe and fun place for kids in a neighborhood that has seen its share of violence.
Violence in our city is a real issue, and we have to address it together as one city.
Meanwhile, over in Inglewood, the community is using basketball as a way to try to stop the violence. The Battle of the Blocks Peace Tournament, sponsored by the New Canaan Land Baptist Church, is a single elimination tournament that hopes to stop the violence by getting guys from different blocks to play together.
It's all about positivity. You got kids out here, it's basketball, good food, good fun, so
why not, you know? Stop everybody from all the killing and stuff, maybe come together.
And as communities and neighborhood groups continue to call for the violence to end, detectives are still trying to determine who was the intended target of the shooting that claimed the life of Alfred Mitchell. This as a family and friends struggle with their grief.
What is it going to take for something to happen to where the violence stops?
Wait, nigga, they still ain't bring the National Guard to Chicago? Donald Trump done be lying, Jody.
Well, we're told by investigators continuing to look into that shooting that so far no one's in custody and no arrests have been made. Back here in Inglewood, what we are seeing as folks beginning to arrive for this tournament will last through Saturday. That's when they'll have the championship game and the winner will have bragging rights. Reporting live from Chicago's South Side, Evelyn Holmes, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Now, as mentioned, 757 Bob was arrested but was released for this murder back in 2017. But 7 years later, in 2024, early 2024, he would get arrested for it. By this time, speaking of 2024, he was 24 years old, and he had a baby by a woman who was an aspiring rapper trying to pick up where her baby father had left off. Her name was Ariana, aka G.R. 13 days ago, she debuted her song, We Want All This Smoke. Check out some lyrics.
Stop it, free them killers for real, cause they know the fuck we rock like cut out stock. Your bro so crazy, he a pop out and really chase his ass. That's my mama's son, the battle one, he sweet, we bake his ass. Gangsters only, lil' bro.
But then just 12 days later, on October 27, 2025, at around 4:48 p.m., at 76 St. Vincent's, Ariana was reportedly sitting in her car at a traffic light when another vehicle had pulled alongside her and fired multiple shots before firing away. Shortly after, CPD arrived at the scene and saw Oriana suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. She was transported to the University of Chicago Medical Center, but she was pronounced deceased. May she rest in peace and love condolences to her family. Area detectives were investigating, still is. They say it's a homicide, but no arrest has been made. Police asking anyone with information to contact authorities.
Nigga, imagine being in jail and then you get the news that your baby mom just got killed in front of your child. Ooh, that's sick.
And shortly after, the internet went into a frenzy, because then people started to put out that she allegedly gave up THF Bayzoo location. But as of now, that hasn't been confirmed, but it sure does have some connections. At the end of the day, fam, this right here shows how deep the cycle really runs in Chicago. You got two people gone within 24 hours, both connected to the streets. One chasing music, both trying to find a way out, but the same pain keeps spinning back around. And to show you time after time, sometimes, no matter who you are, you can be a casualty of this war. But being a woman in men business, or being a man in women business, it just don't mix. And you gonna find yourself in a situation you wish you hadn't been in. You can't even make it a week without seeing somebody's name trending, somebody's family grieving, and somebody else plotting revenge.
That's
It's
crazy.
Most of this don't even make national news no more. It's just normal to the people who live in it. I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm here to show y'all the reality of what this lifestyle come with. Because behind every post, every rumor, every video, there's somebody's child, somebody's mother, somebody's homie who ain't coming back. To every victim in this story, I want to say once again, rest in peace and love and condolences to you guys' families. I'm sending love and prayers to anyone who was affected by the story that we just talked about. Let this be a reminder. Once that trigger pulled,
Yeah, bro. Y'all females gotta stay out of men's business, bro. Y'all always want to be part of somebody's shit, thinking y'all gangster too, until it's time to really be gangster and them niggas get up on you. So, with that being said, y'all females don't be aware of y'all surroundings like men do. Okay? So, putting your feet in men's shoes is not the best place to be, because these men will come and cook you, shorty. You see, all the bullets flew all through that window. It looked like them probably could have caught a face shot, you know? But we out here.